Hey there, welcome to part 2 of the jewelry bag unboxing video. If you haven't already seen part 1, I will link that up here in the cards and down in the description below. I'm Amrita from Atria Jewelry, and I'm so glad you could join me today. And then here is a necklace with these beautiful red resin pieces. I think these can be repurposed too. I have an idea with these, so we're going to try that. I'm going to keep this aside and do a video of it. Here's a mixed metal pendant with what looks like an S. It's a beautiful silver and gold finish to it on a nice carded chain. So that would be a nice gift for the mystery bag. Here is a necklace with these lovely crystals. I don't think the necklace itself is really anything special. I'm going to take these crystals and put them to good use. Maybe even use these bundles to make earrings. So we'll see how that goes. Here's a pair of beaded tassel earrings in good condition. I think that's really neat. And then here it's missing a stone up top. I'll see if I can find one to replace it. This is a plain chain. I don't think it's silver. I don't see any markings on it. Another H pendant. This is with a heart. That's a pretty pendant. That actually I think will be fun in a sun catcher. That would be really neat to use. So I'm going to do that. Use that in the sun catcher. Here is a ring. It still has its tag on it. A size 7. This is going to go into the mystery bags. It has all its stones. It's a pretty nice ring. Here is a pair of earrings. Fun acrylic earrings. I think what I'm going to do is I can reuse these frames. I'm going to pop out these acrylic earrings and put some crystals in there. I think that would look much better. This is a pin. It has all its stones. Still looks like it had its tag, so we're going to pull that off. That's a pretty sun pendant. I think this is going to go into my framed art box. Here is another H pendant with a stone in there. Really good condition. And make a good gift for the mystery bag. Here's a pair of crystal earring. There we go. That's very pretty. That's going to go into the mystery bags. And then this is a long necklace. I can't tell what the logo is. And this is pretty heavy. I think this will make a good dangle for a wind chime or sun catcher. And I can repurpose the chain elsewhere. Here's a pretty flat gold chain. It's a Claire's chain, so I don't know if it'll hold its color, but for now it seems like the finish is pretty good. And then a pair of, another pair of heart earrings. A lot of heart stuff in this. I think I'm going to use these hearts to make a mixed metal pair of earrings. So stay tuned for that. And then here is a pretty pair. The hooks don't match, but the earrings are quite pretty. I think these would make nice dangles on their own instead of them together like that. So if we cut those off, that itself would make a pretty dangle just in itself. So we're going to repurpose these earrings. Here is a pair of white earrings. They don't seem to be in great condition. It looks like someone tried to spray paint them. So that's going to go into the trash. That's a pretty pair of earrings. It's going to go into the mystery bags. Here is a ring. That's a pretty ring. That's a very pretty ring. So that's going to go into the mystery bags, or maybe as a vintage find. Think about it. It looks really beautiful. Here's another ring. This is going to go into the mystery bags. This is a Chico's ring, and it's adjustable. Another adjustable ring. That's going to go into the mystery bag as well. Alternatively, this can go into my framed art collection, but this looks like it's in pretty good condition. I don't know if anyone really wears these anymore. I think they had a moment years ago, but maybe it's going to go into my framed art. I think it'll do a better job in that one. Here is an old leather necklace. This is a blue lapis stone, and so that can definitely be repurposed. I just pop that off of this little janky chain, really, so that's going to go straight in the trash. Then a beautiful glass bead that was made into a pendant on this rope, so I'm going to just cut that off and we can reuse that stone. And here we have a necklace. These are metal beads that can be repurposed, so I'm going to take that apart. These are just some really cheap plastic beads, so it's going to go into the craft pile. It's from Claire's. 3 strings of beads on elastic. So I think it was meant to be like a choker style necklace. Very pretty. I think this would make a beautiful pair of wrapped earrings, and I put a video in the cards above of where I use seed beads like this and make a pair of earrings, so I'm going to use this for that one. This is a ring that's going to go into the mystery bag as well. Here is a pair of earrings, and these are metal beads. These are these enamel covered metal beads. And then a pair of earrings. It's going to go into the mystery bags. These are some single earrings, so moving that out of the way. This is a single key earring. Oh, cute. Here is a heart lock. So it's a lock and key earring. Oh, that's so cute. I think these are handmade. They look like to be made out of aluminum. Oh, this is adorable. So I'm going to see what I can do with these. Here is an acrylic necklace. This is going to go into my sun catcher craft box. Another necklace with some metal components and acrylic beads. I don't see any marking. Oh, there is a marking. This is a Leah Sophia. So again, going to use these pieces up for my craft pile. We have a couple of gold tone hoops. These are great for wire wrap hoops. So then a couple of rings that look like owl eye rings. That's kind of cute. And they are adjustable rings. I'm going to, this one looks like it's bent a little bit, so I'm just going to straighten that out, and so that has that round shape. There we go. There. These are going to go into the mystery bags. A lot of mystery bag stuff. I'll have to get those packed soon for my next fairs in the summer. And then here we have another Leah Sophia with some metal components, a couple of stones missing. And then some acrylic beads for the craft pile. We're almost near the end of the bag, so a few more. This is another Leah Sophia with acrylic beads and metal components. So again, going to break that up and use the different pieces. Here are the purple cat's eye beads. Those are very pretty. Those can be used to make a pair of earrings or a bracelet. That's really nice. This is a Leah Sophia necklace. These are the metal beads. I like those, that finish. And then these are colored. These look like genuine pearls. They're just the dyed pearls. So these can be repurposed as well. Here is a Chico's ring. I think that's going to go into the mystery bags as well. If any of you are interested, I've never done a video where I sell this stuff, but I see those on YouTube all the time. If you are interested in purchasing some of these items, let me know. We can figure out how to make that happen. But these are rings. They look like they are fading, not in really great condition. So I'm going to take a second look at them and see if I can use them for my garden art or, you know, craft pile. This is another lapis pendant. I really like how they did this. It's just a cylinder on a chain. This is pretty. And then here is a necklace with a bunch of these metal tags. Let's go check it with a magnet, but I think these are, yep, they're steel tags. And then they have these beads, and then these are glass beads, so we can reuse these beads. So this is going to go into the craft pile. And here's the last of the bag, so I'm going to empty that out. This is a pair of earrings. They're cute, they're wearable. I'll clean them up and put them in the mystery bag. Here is a bracelet that obviously the elastic is completely worn out with these metal components. So I could restring it or take it apart and put it in a mystery bag, and someone else could enjoy restringing it. So we'll see. And then here is a necklace. Oh, beautiful crystals. Look at that. This is a brand called PL. I'm not sure what that is, but lovely necklace, lovely beads, some jasper gemstones in here, some wood, and then these crystals. Look at these beautiful beads. So definitely something I'm going to repurpose the beads. Here is a larger pair of hoops. This is a brand called Napier. I need to look that up. I feel like I've heard that name before. I don't know if this has much value, but one of them is, oh, here it is. A lovely pair of earrings. So that would go into the mystery bags too. And here is another pair of glass bead earrings, mystery bags. This is a necklace with lovely stones and glass beads. So I'm going to repurpose this. And then this is a black necklace. Very pretty. It has all its stones in place. I'm going to have to double check if the hook works. Yep, it does. It has a double chain. It is a little knotted in here, so I'm not going to take it apart on the camera. Trifari, I think, is the brand on it. And then this is this other necklace with a B tag. So these, once I take them apart, will go into the mystery bag. Here is another pair of earrings. This one looks like it has some wear on it. And then this is a nice necklace. I can use these components again. So we'll take this apart and use the chain and the components. And we end with this frame. So use these for the wire wrapping as well. And so I think we're missing one of these earrings and then one of these. So not bad. We got all of the pairs of earrings. It was a $40 jewelry jar, and I think I can totally make that back. But also now I have a lot of fun stuff for the mystery bags to raise funds for the animal shelter. So I'm excited about that. Thank you for joining me. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day.